on YouTube? This is False Neutral Media, and we got some awesome guests today with me and my brother Trevor. We got Michael and Robbie from 2-3 Media in the house.
Hey, it's me, dude. It's just me. Okay, so I am number one. My brother is number two. He might have the one that says 23 on him, but it's. I mean, come on. I'm the older brother.
The fly racing over.
Fly racing.
No free ads, bro.
Dude, I'll throw free ads right now. Flyracing.com, best company in the business, dude. I mean, if you want to get girls at the track, you got to put fly gear, right? Right, Lane? No.
He's so lucky I can't mute his mic.
I know.
That's
like Tyler can though.
Oh yeah,
Tyler
can mute. Yeah, I couldn't mute.
That's true. Thank you for having us on the we are co-hosts of the 23 Moto podcast.
Yes.
Comes out weekly.
Yeah. And you guys, just dropped one
today.
New one today for this basically the same stuff we're gonna be talking about with you guys. So
let's do it again.
So, well, for one, you guys are now, Michael, you are now in the industry with 2-3 Media this year.
Yeah.
You are paving your way. You've come a long way. And when I first, met you and your brother, you just kind of started the whole YouTube thing, and you already had your base set on Instagram and moving in to more of the YouTube scene to get out there, show your passion and love for moto. How was it to be just at those 3 rounds? Like, I saw all your content, just freaking amazing as always. And the vlog from the round 1 Anaheim was great.
Yeah, the vlog. So to answer your first question, it is really good. It's rewarding. It's cool to be part of the sport that I love. It's great. I love that I was able to do round 1 with my brother. Like that brings another element to the whole media game and all that stuff. And so it's super cool. It's different than what I think anybody else is doing out there. I'm not saying I'm against making money, but I'm doing it for the love of moto. And I'm definitely not against money. I'm trying to make money from this. We should all try to make money from this.
We know, bro. We've seen your Rolex, okay?
I actually do not own a Rolex.
I heard it's better than Deegan's.
It is.
Deegan returned his jewelry. I don't know if you know that. He borrowed it. He borrowed it and he returned it later that day.
To you. Returned it to you.
This is the problem. I'm sitting here trying to give my brother kudos and be like, hey, it's really cool being able to do this stuff with my brother, and he throws jabs like that. So you know what? No, it's better when I'm by myself. I would rather not have anybody around me.
Bro, Tyler, let me explain something real quick. That dude was crying.
Mute this boy.
He was crying. He was texting me like, I wish you were here. It's so much more fun without you. Or not without you. I said that wrong. Yeah, screwed up on that one. It's so much more fun when you're here.
We'll edit that.
No, we don't edit anything.
No, dude, we leave everything in.
You leave everything in. So it is really cool to be able to do it. It is awesome. To be part of the sport. It is awesome. Like the vlog, it is definitely better vlogging with my brother. Or just and he's really good. So Robbie is very good at vlogging. That is
I appreciate that.
If I would say there is one thing that Robbie is extremely good at, it is he understands vlogging, he understands how to do it, he understands editing. So him and I doing that vlog, the first round or whatever, it was in Anaheim 1. You have to be specific. That was a lot of fun. That was really cool. It was good to bounce stuff off of each other. And you just have things that are kind of going on. But it's a learning curve and it's hard. This industry is freaking insane. It's something I would never trade for the world. And I'm taking a little bit of a hiatus. I won't go to the next few rounds, and then I'll be back in Arlington. So yeah, it's good. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Dude, Tyler, I told him he needs to be hitting up all the rounds, dude.
He should.
You're going to pay
not just West Coast, not just Texas. I'm going to Seattle.
Okay, but you're going to pay for all the rounds?
Hey, let me explain something. You have that company credit card, you just swipe it.
I don't have a company credit card. I don't have jewelry. I don't have any of that stuff. You're an idiot.
He's a liar. He's a liar. I've seen him on a private jet.
All right, I have been on a private jet. all right, I will. I'm
Hayden Deegan was on there.
Oh, no,
He was
Where
not.
do you think he got the jewelry? It was a
Right?
deal.
Exactly.
Understandable.
It's all coming together now. Now we know. But no, would you
Wasn't my
so for I mean, we're already into round 3 going into round 4, but yeah, you were there, and I know just as a filmer myself, and we talked like earlier, like, because you can't, it's hard to focus on the race and then get your shots at the same time, but I'm sure after rewatching the race probably Sunday or Monday, what what were just your thoughts with the Deegan, Bomir? We'll go into the 250s, I guess, first, but just well, let's start off with a Deegan and Juju kind of thing. And I know that they played a little banter even this morning. Hayden did delete his response. I did see that. But what did I know? There's a lot of what is the word? Different sides, like, oh, he did it on purpose, or oh, it was an accident. I think Juju was supposed to honestly cut down, and they were supposed to be side by side right off that. I think when he turned around, Deegan just, oh, I felt something. It was a little love tap. He went down. It slowed him down to where he cased it. But I wanted to hear kind of your guys' thoughts on that.
So
Robbie?
I'll start with real quick is that shooting at a Supercross and trying to watch the race is pretty much impossible.
Yeah.
It is so freaking hard. So when I was at A2, I wasn't shooting there. I went with my wife just to watch. I asked my brother, I told him, I'm like, dude, did you see what happened over here? Did you see this? Did you see this? He goes, I didn't see any of that, dude. And it's true, because if I think about me going to A1 and shooting there, dude, you're running around. You're just trying to think of shots like, okay, Tomac just passed me. I want to run over to this section over here so I can shoot chase on this section or whatever it is. Like, I couldn't even tell you. I could tell you who got first through who podiumed at A1 just being at the race. You know what I mean? Without having to go back and watch it. But getting back to Hayden and Julian, I think Hayden did it on purpose, because I think it was kind of like a, hey, I'm going to just check you up real quick and show some dominance. That was my opinion on it. I think my brother had a different opinion on it.
I don't know. I'm happy that there's drama in this sport. But yeah, to answer your first question, it's gnarly and it's way different actually filming and trying to create content while you're at Supercross. Because first and foremost, and Robbie's the same way, I'm a fan of moto. So I'm a fan of dirt bikes. I'm a fan of racing. I'm a fan of riding. I'm like, that is first over everything else. And so it kind of sucks in one sense, because you want to see what's going on and you want to just be able to like have your head in the moment of the race. And you can't always do that because you're kind of there to do a job. And so there's elements to it that aren't too fun. In San Diego, it was way easier to film and watch and pay attention to the race. Anaheim was terrible for the viewpoint, vantage point, and all that stuff. San Diego, you're kind of up higher. So like, oh, I can actually do this. So you're kind of in a bowl right here, and then the track's down here. You know what I mean? So you have a better vantage point. So that's the other problem, is Anaheim is terrible for being able to see around and all that stuff. But on the whole Deegan Julian thing is, I think it's a lot of it's manufactured. I don't think all of it's actually true. I think that they're trying to just create clicks and create like storylines. I mean, at the end of the race, Julian went up to him and he went to high five him, and Deegan did not hesitate whatsoever. He straight up went for a high five. So if there was real animosity, they are not doing that. They're not. Like, if there was like, oh, I hate this guy, somebody comes up to me and tries dabbing me up. There's people in the industry I do not like, and they're not going to come up to me and not pretend to dab me up, but try to dab me up. I am not dabbing them. And that's with no cameras on. You know what I mean? Like, Deegan could create such a bigger storyline. And I think he would probably lose fans if he kind of did that. But now I'm kind of talking myself out. Maybe he wouldn't do it on camera. But I just think that part of it's manufactured. I don't think all of it is actually, real. I think they're just trying to create storylines, which is good for the regular fan.
Great for the sport.
Yeah.
It is great for the sport. But I part of me is like, relax a little bit, You know what I mean? Like or if you're gonna really not like each other, straight up, like go at each other. You know what I mean? Like talk shit to each other am I allowed to cuss? Sorry.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm allowed
You're
to
fine.
have stuff fly. Talk crap to each other. Just give each other crap on the track. When you're at practice, like do some old school J-Law RV type
That's
stuff.
what I was thinking.
You know, like if you're really not going to like somebody, don't do it just for social media. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like go at these people. Like I don't know, that's what I would do. And Julian's not the type. Like we've had him on the podcast. He's such a cool kid.
He is super nice guy.
Funny, like, and dedicated to a sport. And like you can kind of tell, I think somebody got in his ear and was like, play it a little bit. You know, it's gonna, and it has gained him fans. It has
blew up this morning.
Yeah, it was huge.
Yeah, dude.
So I don't know. It's
Hayden also sees Juju as a threat, and he said it. I think it was last year during SMX, the last rounds. He was saying something. He was congratulating Julian, and he was saying something about when I'm good with people and I want to congratulate them on their podiums, but once they come a threat, it's a whole different story. Those were his exact words. You know, now he sees Julian as a threat. So I think a little bit, you know what I mean, is a little bit exaggerated for content and all that stuff, but he does see Julian as a threat. And I think that when he came and checked up on Julian, I think he did it on purpose to show some dominance.
Robbie, I'm gonna ask something. If you turn your camera and it goes sideways, it might be better.
You think so?
It might be full circle.
It might be full screen.
Is it not full screen for you guys? It's full screen for me.
There we go. Oh, we're back.
It's full screen.
On my side, it's full screen.
Yeah, because it's an iPhone.
What was it? Was I just what was I looking like? Hey.
You look like you were
up and down.
Yeah. Just confetti.
What was that? Look at
What
that.
is going on?
Thumbs up.
Why do you have confetti? Why can I get confetti? I want confetti.
I don't think I think because we just. What is
I don't know what's happening, dude. I don't know what's happening.
Oh my gosh!
Why didn't you guys tell me in the first place before we started recording?
I was thinking
you had it on the side or something.
Magic is found on the journey of the
podcast,
dude. My friend.
Yeah, baby.
It looked on my screen. It looked perfectly fine. I didn't even know.
No, you're good.
I should have hooked it up to my computer.
You're good. It's fine.
It's a learning curve.
It is, dude.
Also, to chime in about the Juju Deegan thing, I think Deegan came in. We saw Juju check him when he landed going into the corner. I think Deegan fully expected him to cut down. And I think it's just the fact of Deegan's used to running at that pace in the front with the pressure on. This is Julian Baumer's, if I'm not mistaken, second season of kind of putting everything together. I think he just went up a little too high, thinking Deegan would cut down. But when Deegan kept pushing him, he moved out to the side and the front end washed out. And I think Deegan checked to the left to see if Baumer had cut in. And when he didn't see him, he gassed it. And that's when he cased and literally did MX versus ATV reflex in real time.
Dude, I
and
don't know how you say
back.
that, dude.
And I was like, that was incredible athleticism.
I will say that you guys have to remember too and this isn't a knock on these guys, they're shorter. They're in stature. They're not very tall. And so when they kind of get off kilter, especially in a berm, they can't get their foot down fast enough to kind of help keep their bike up. Like I'm big dude, I'm 6'2". So when that kind of stuff happens, I plant my foot and it's right there and I can muscle my way through. And so I think there was an element to that too. I think he was just too short, to where, and he's not tiny, but I think that's hard too. But I do think Deegan, I don't think Deegan really wanted to mess anything up too bad. I think he wanted to pass him, but it was a heat race. It wasn't the main. So I think he was partly, I want to get by this guy and give him a rough pass, but it was also I don't want to take myself out, and then all of a sudden we're both in the LCQ, what I mean?
And I saw that I saw that even mirrored in the 450s, right, with Jet and Anderson, where it's like, yeah, dude, we could really go at it right now. Both of us want to go to the main, right?
Yeah.
That's
For
what
sure.
matters. We're all in points contention, right? We're all within that range of having a shot at the championship. So I think Hayden, I think he went to do that block pass, and Beaumer just wasn't ready for him to drive him as high as he did, and he hit that loose. But I think it's the 250 class is one class that I'm always kind of looking at, seeing Joe Shimoda put stuff together with what he's dealing with right now. I won't even
dude,
get
the
into it.
dog.
Everyone's
Man.
talking about it. But if this is him riding with that, I hope to see him rest up a little bit in this time off and then get back to it.
Yeah, he's gonna be great.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Just with the 2 fingers down, and he just we were talking about it earlier. We were saying if he was even on the bike that he was previously on last year, I don't even think with the 2 fingers he'd be where he's at on that bike even right
No,
now.
because PC is cursed, dude.
Yeah,
Like that whole program is cursed.
yeah.
Like everything about him. Like every past riders that have ridden for him, current riders that are riding. No,
Yeah.
I'm out.
Hey, can I add something, Tyler, real quick before we move on? My brother's 5'9", dude. He's not 6'2". Okay, let's get it straight.
Oh,
True.
I know. I've seen him in person. I'm
Yeah,
6'1". My brother's 6'2".
I know.
We know.
You towered
I'm
over
6'3".
us when you came over to his house.
Yep.
5'9".
True.
I
You're
think
right.
it's just I towered over on the wide aspect. That's about it. The wide aspect.
Sure.
That's why I'm wearing the shirt here.
Yeah, let's see that shirt real quick. My
Oh,
brother
dude.
came out. 23
Fat Boy
Media Day.
Moto
My brother came out with that shirt. Fat Boy Moto Club.
Had to.
I have
It's
mine
good.
upstairs. I should have put it on, but I didn't know that's what you were gonna wear.
Oh yeah. The surprise shirt had to.
Sick.
But dude, what about Cole Davies?
Oh, I found out he's from New Zealand, not Australia.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
messed up there.
The
On the
Kiwi.
You guys have
podcast-
been saying he's oh my gosh.
No. Hold on. We haven't been saying.
Okay.
We
okay.
said one time that
We said-
I asked my brother yesterday. I'm like, "Where is he from?" He goes, "I think he's from Australia." I said, "Okay, that's it."
Yeah, that was about it.
gotcha.
But our buddy Mike called us out on it, and I was like, damn, because
Yeah,
Kiwis
cruising.
hate being called Aussies, Aussies hate being called Kiwis.
Mm.
So
Yeah.
He's sick though. He's gonna be really freaking good, dude.
it's gonna be so good.
I think during
This being his first showing, he has put on a phenomenal performance every single week. I see him getting better where he needs to, and I think he's a real threat. I really do.
Yeah.
I think even I mean, we got so much racing still only going into round number 4, but I definitely see Cole Davies probably being on top of the podium at least once or twice this season. That's just my
For sure.
just how
He might get a win.
that's what I'm saying. I see him on top of the podium once or twice, shoot, maybe 3 times. The way he's riding in every race is just progress.
Yeah.
You
And
know?
then the other thing is that Julian and Hayden are going to be battling for championship most likely. And then so they're going to be going back and forth battling. They probably at one point will take each other down. And then so Cole Davies is going to be there. He'll probably go to the lead. I would say lap 14, 15, somewhere around there. And then all of a sudden it's just going to be he'll check out and he'll be 10 seconds ahead and it'll be too late for somebody to catch up. And that's how he'll get a win. I don't think Cole Davies this year will beat Hayden or Julian straight up. I think those two are going to battle, and eventually, I mean, it always happens every single time. Whoever's battling for the championship, at some point they get into a crash or they take each other out, whatever.
Yeah,
so
it
I
happens.
think Cole Davies will end up getting a win this year. It's going to be with help, but he'll get a win, I think.
Well, I mean, we almost saw it when I mean it was the heat and different heats, but if that happened in the main and Cole was right there, and Deegan having that little mishap coming up short, and Davies countered that, dude, I think it could have been a top podium right there for him.
Yeah, 100%.
But
yeah, I think there's also the wild card of rivalries, like you brought up, right? Is we've seen it with Bubba and Carmichael. We've seen it with Villapoto and Dungy, where two riders start this rivalry for the championship. But championships always come down to, even if there's rivalry, consistency, right? We're seeing Roxham with the red plate in the 450 class. In the 250 class, if we have these two going at it and they take each other out, like you were saying, Cole Davies is in the sweet spot to really make up points, especially with Hayden trying to fight up with Juju holding the plate with 7 points in between him and second. It's a very interesting season so far, but I think the win for this championship will be found in consistency. And if Cole Davies can pick up where those two mess up, it'll be incredible. But already he's having an incredible rookie season.
Yeah, Dungy won how many championships off consistency? You know what I mean?
Straight up.
Without winning all the races or a bunch of races, he was getting
Yeah.
seconds and thirds and he won championships.
Oh yeah,
You know?
Exactly. Yeah.
So that's pretty cool that Ruxin does have the red plate though.
dude.
Dude.
Speaking
Not
of
gonna lie.
Roxon, let's get into the 450s because that's
So
yeah.
I remember we talked about this yesterday about, hey, who was the last person on Suzuki to do it? It was Ken Roxon when he was riding for RCH.
So I was right in that.
Really?
Okay.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, Ken Roxon, when he was riding for RCH, he was the last person on Suzuki. Before that, it might have been Davey Millsaps, but I'm pretty sure it was Ryan Dungey. So,
Mhm.
Oh yeah. Well, wait. It could have been Davey.
yeah.
I think it might have been, because I remember him having a red plate for a little bit.
I don't know. It could have been Dungy too, for all I know. But yeah.
Yeah,
But it's pretty sick.
I don't even know where to even begin. It sucks that Anderson looked amazing in the heats up front leading. I don't know how I felt. How did you guys feel about the starting gate and all that stuff with that jump being the table kind of being there?
I thought it was fine. I know that more info's come out. Like Robbie, I don't know if you saw this, but like there's more info coming out of the what?
The Tomac, where Tomac showed his
the
gate.
Dirt. Yeah, like the dirt stuff like that coming out from the over, or whatever. And so I could kind of see that a little bit. I think these guys are professionals. Other people had a good start. So I mean maybe it was just Tomac's gate because of the dirt and stuff like that.
When it wasn't, it was because it was raining and it got slick. If you see that picture, it went straight and then a hard freaking left all the way over here.
But I feel like everybody was battling the same thing. And so it's just like, figure it out, dude. You're a professional. Like, figure it out.
I agree with that,
not
because
wrong.
we have Justin Cooper rip out the whole shot from the
bike.
LCQ.
Same bike.
Yeah.
Same bike.
Same
and
bike.
And Justin Cooper did it from the outside, if I'm not mistaken. He did a terrible gate, and he still got the whole shot. So, I mean, there could have been an element to, like, what people were saying is when they would go over the over and they would come down, especially when they were scrubbing it, they would kick dirt off to the side.
It. Yeah.
And like getting it out, and then and it was landing in that area. Totally could have happened for sure. I don't know. I was not on the track. One day I will be on the track and I will let you know. But for right now, all I can say is I don't think that that's big of a deal. I think it's dirt bikes. You're racing at the highest level. Figure it out.
Yeah.
Right.
That's fair.
You got a sick clip too. I saw of Justin Cooper almost going down on that.
No, it was oh yeah. I did get I got a couple clips. I got one of Cody Shock almost going down after that section.
Dude, Cody Shock. Oh my god.
Yeah, you didn't even talk about him in the 250 class. He was ripping.
I totally forgot about that. There's dude, it's so crazy because there's so much to talk about, like with these.
I have a funny story with Cody Shock. I'm sorry, we're gonna go back to the 250s for a second.
Fine, yeah.
You know New Kids on the Block, right? Old school band, or like boy band, original boy band.
Yeah.
I never listened to him, but the first time I heard him is when I watched the movie.
But you know of them.
Yes.
Yeah, but you know of them. Okay. So they were a huge boy band in the 80s, like early 90s or whenever it was. I can't remember. It was when I was very, very young lad. So I randomly came across the music, New Kids on the Block, like on Cody Shock's reel that I made. And I was like, I don't know why. Like it was Sunday morning. Screw it. I'll post it with New Kids on the Block. Somehow, some way, a follower of mine is Donnie Wahlberg, who's a member of that band, who's also famous in his own right, an actor, all that stuff. It's like his nephew. he follows me and sent it to Donnie Wahlberg. Donnie Wahlberg then posted it to his story, which I thought was kind of cool. Yeah, and posted it to his story. Then DMs me and Cody Shock and his nephew and says, "This is super cool. Thanks for sharing." I sent it to the New Kids on the Block Instagram. They said they posted it to their story, and now Donnie Wahlberg follows me and Cody Shock.
That is sick.
It's the weirdest thing in the world.
That's a cool story.
That is cool.
I loved Wahlburgers. So they came out with that show with Mark Wahlberg, Donnie Wahlberg. I can't remember the other brother, but like I watched that show religiously. So I was a fan of the Wahlbergs. And so I'm like sitting there, I'm like, this is a freaking trip. Like, what is going on?
Hilarious.
You know?
Oh my god.
So I wrote Cody and I was like, I did not expect Donnie Wahlberg for this to happen. Like, it was the most random thing in the entire world.
Funny.
That was cool, though.
Super random.
Hey, and so now you brought him into the world of moto too.
Yeah, there you go. See, I'm a giver.
Boom.
This is what I do.
Boom.
You are a river to your people.
Yeah. No, what is it? What's that line on Wedding? It's Wedding Crashers or Old School. He's I'm a coxman. Okay, that's what I am. I'm a coxman. Okay?
Clip it.
Yeah, I'm flipping just that, dude. Posting it.
That's what we're posting. Want to check
I'll
out
collab with you.
Coxman. Oh,
Yeah. You need a butt patch that says that.
No, that I won't do. I'm not putting that word anywhere near my butt.
Robbie, let's get it made.
We'll get it made for sure.
Oh, I get it made. I ain't gonna wear it.
That's fine. Robbie will find a way, 100%.
How did these all get stitched onto my pants? Not even my riding pants. Just my jeans.
I'm going without pants.
Oh man! But going back into the it is so stacked. It's cool to see a lot of the champions just up there. Everyone, I mean, the sickness is going around, and everybody's starting to get back to 80 to 100%. So we're starting to see the full talents returning, and everybody's staying consistent. Tough break for Eli. I wish we saw more with.
Was it a tough break?
I mean, yeah, like
funny guy.
As a professional rider, he should have known, especially with a light rain that wasn't soaking in, and that was a really slick spot, especially getting into that straightaway. He should, like you said, he should have known better as a professional rider.
I'm bitter on Tomac, is what it
Why?
is.
He's been bitter on Tomac for a couple years now.
He was mean to me at Hemet Supercross like a year and a half ago, and I've never forgiven him since. So
yeah,
one of these days you're gonna have to make up.
It's true.
I'm good. He'll be
one of these days.
I get access to him.
Does he follow you?
No, he doesn't follow me. But you can't even mention him on Instagram. He does not do anything. No, you if you try tagging him on a post, it's like blurred out. Like, and that's anybody that he doesn't follow, you can't tag him and stuff.
Gotcha.
Like, he does not run his own Instagram. That dude, I don't even think has ever even touched Instagram.
I don't think so either. Someone else.
You know what I do want to say? I do want to bring up, because we're on this subject. Whoever's writing these damn writers' subject lines and like story posts and like words and all that stuff, freaking stink. Like, at P2 in Anaheim, gonna work harder next week.
Like, yes,
we know, man. We would hope
Disney Channel fucking one-liners.
I'm like, come on,
need to do better.
Yeah, I'd rather have a post that said "sucked ass this weekend. We'll try again." Like,
yeah,
posted.
Sure.
Bring back Phil Nicoletti.
Yeah, I think maybe it was Phil. It might have been Filthy Phil. Somebody did post like, I just straight up sucked this weekend. Like, and that was it. Like, cool.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I think that was him, to be honest.
Probably.
But I mean, I wish. What about Chase? I wish he was up there a little bit. I feel like, I don't know. The tracks in California I think, have just been technical. You guys have been there like firsthand. Little like tight, technical. So I mean that it's really testing the riders, but yeah, I'm happy to see Roxon going in with the red plate. I hope he keeps that consistency. But I think Eli is going to come for the come for Arizona. I think he's
For
going to take
sure,
that.
dude.
I think
I
it's
don't
going
think
to be
anybody.
him, Jet. I know how you feel about him, but hey, I'm saying it's going to be Eli, Jet, and probably it's going to be Sexton or Roxon for third.
So who's the reigning champ of Glendale? Not from last year, but who's had the most
Eli
wins?
Tomac, bro.
Nope.
Yeah, he's the
Isn't
best
it-
at Triple Crown.
Isn't it Justin?
Ken Rock.
Ken
It's
Roxon.
Ken Roxon has I think won 4 times in
Yeah.
Glendale. Somewhere on
And
there.
he's
Like,
on rails right now. He's
Yeah,
on
I mean,
rails.
there is something to like people loving tracks that they're really good at. Like, okay, look at Chad Reed when he went to San Diego. That dude was the
True.
king of San Diego. For
Oh, yeah.
some reason, he just caught fire. I think Tomac will do pretty good. But then you are right, Robbie, where you say the Triple Crown, because it is a Triple Crown this weekend. Tomac's really good at him. Jet's been iffy on Triple Crowns. He's gotten it a little bit better on the Triple Crown, but he's been kind of iffy. I don't know. I mean, it's going to be interesting to see. I have a theory that the West Coast tracks don't favor the East Coast riders,
They don't.
and so that's why I think. And I think that some of the riders that are based on the East Coast, they come out here, they struggle with settings, then they figure it out, they're fine. But I
Then
think
they
they're going to be
leave.
better when they go. Yeah,
Yeah.
but I mean, you only have. I mean, really, with West Coast dirt, you have 4 rounds, right? I mean, Seattle's not West Coast dirt. That's like usually for the most part, it's pretty decent dirt. I mean, it's raining all the time, so it's usually muddy. But then you have Glendale, Anaheim's, and San Diego. Then they go to Tampa, Detroit, Arlington, Indy, where I forget where else, like some other places, Daytona, like all that stuff. Like all those guys, like Cooper Webb, he's going to start hitting his stride about that point. Like all these. And so I do feel that Roxon will slowly start fading away. I think he's going to be here at number 1, like with the lead. And then I think over the next 3 or 4 rounds, he's going to drop down to like 4th or 5th, in my opinion. Could be wrong. I've been wrong before.
I could see that. I could see that though after Arizona, and I totally forgot that it was going to be a Triple Crown.
Oh yeah,
I totally
big
forgot
Triple
about that. Oh
Yep.
my gosh, it's gonna be really good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm just a little bummed that my wild card was out this weekend, which was Jorge Prado. I was hoping that he had pieced some things together and figured some stuff out, but he got the sickness of a dislocated shoulder, one of the worst sicknesses ever.
Yeah.
Horrible.
I talked to him about after the race. I saw him when we were leaving, and him and I were walking out at the same time. And I asked him, and he said that he felt good, and he felt like if he was in like a position, like if he said if I was in the GPs fighting for a championship, I would have ridden, and I could have ridden at a high level. You know, like but for him his goal isn't Supercross. You know what I mean? His goal is to get to outdoors healthy, and so for him, he just pulled out, but. I do think that he'll be okay. He'll probably miss 2 or 3 rounds to make sure it's good and make sure that repeat, separations can't happen and all that stuff. But I love that he's here, and I want him to succeed. And I want him to show that he can succeed, or at least I do love that the American fans have embraced him too, because more GP riders will come over. The GP circuit is cool, but there's so much talent over there that I would love to see race here, and like the Coonan brothers and all that stuff. Like they're gonna, maybe they might come over. Kata Wolf, I want like all those guys. So he's kind of putting a blueprint down for those guys. So I do want him to succeed for sure.
Yeah. If
Absolutely.
I could get one outdoor season with Hurlings, that
Oh
would be.
no. We've seen it. We've seen it. That dude destroyed our Americans, man. I felt bad.
He did, dude.
He got that track and left. Like he's like, okay, nice.
Didn't he like fall down and like get back to first or something? Wasn't that what it was?
Yeah, it was a couple of heats, and then they had MXON shortly thereafter. In Hurling State in America train. There's a really good video documentary on YouTube about the whole thing. Jeffrey Hurling's coming over and battling.
Oh, I saw that. Yep,
so
I saw that.
Good.
That
it's
thing's sick.
so good.
Yeah.
But Yeah, they talked about like there was pressure on Eli and he had a championship on the line, and then Jeffrey came over. Eli tried to ride at his pace, went down, and was like, all right, I'm going to focus on this championship and get him at MXON. And then Jeffrey Hurling's like trained out here, but got gassed towards the end. It's just very interesting when we see MXGP riders come over here. To get back to Prado, like, I think that if he can put some stuff together, he is definitely somebody that you shouldn't count out. Good to hear that you talked to him and his shoulder was feeling good, but just being precautionary. Yeah.
Speaking of gas, how about your boy Justin Cooper kind of into the last 14 minutes there? He looked like he was, I mean, he went through the LCQ heat and stuff like that, but I mean, he was leading for a good while, and it was so good seeing him up there, but he looked tired.
The only thing I don't like about Justin Cooper is he needs to reverse his number. He needs to be 23, not 32.
That's probably why.
Okay.
That's probably why.
You can, dude. Juju's got that number.
I know. I think that's weird. I think you should be allowed to run, if you're going to in 250s, you should be allowed to run that number in 450s, and you have to earn the number in the 450 class. I don't know.
Fair.
I know that doesn't really work.
2-3 media thing.
Why you keep calling it 2-3? It's 23. The reason why I'm going to say that is because the number 23 is super important to me. But you always call it 2-3.
I do try to catch myself. I don't know why I say 2-3. 23 media.
It's a very special number to me. It's my birthday. It's my youngest son's birthday. It's my anniversary. It is the day my oldest graduated from boot camp. Like, it's a few. There's a couple other things. Like, there's a couple other ones too. So it's 23, and that's why I figured I don't know if I've ever explained that to you, but
I've heard it on the pod.
Media.
I know.
Not 2-3.
I try, give you a little, like a different little nickname, I guess, because I know you a little bit. So I'll just be like, oh yeah, 2-3. But every time I do, it's like, dude, it's 23.
Don't stop, dude. Keep doing it.
Fucking
I'm gonna
23, bro. Like,
I'm gonna call you
first year media or whatever it is. Like, what's your name now? False neutral
media. First.
Did he just call you first gear media?
You are false neutral on my damn name. Okay, 23. All right. Yeah.
Hey, I am excited for you, Tyler, for starting this. When I saw the first video, I'm like, no way, dude. Like, it's perfect. Good job.
Thank you. Yeah, the first video, I mean, it's a learning curve. It was a little blurry. But I mean, I've talked to you guys about it a bunch of times, and I'm excited, and just seeing where you guys have been too. I think it's in a lot of filmers, once you get to a certain point and being at local tracks, you film, so much, you just want to, do more. And it's the same thing, you just want to show your love for the sport and the passion for it. And I mean, if we could do it for free, it would be awesome. I wish I could, but it definitely pays the bills when I can, and gets me to all the tracks. But I'm excited to start this journey at where I am and meeting everyone, and you guys especially have just helped me since like day one with tips or just any motivation or anything. And it's like vice versa, any questions or anything. So it's just been like awesome and super inspirational from you guys. And Michael, what you've done in first meeting you, and just when I first started filming, and then just seeing your guys' progression, Michael, your progression, and just your guys' love for the sport. It's just good all around. So it's definitely
have fun.
I just want to have fun with it. And if it goes somewhere, it goes somewhere. But the main goal at the end of the day, just talk moto, have fun, hang out with, fat boys that love moto too, and just,
I personally think if you start focusing on this as trying to make it in your job instead of having fun with it, I don't think your content will be as good. Exactly. I think if your focus is, hey, I would love to turn this into a business and a career, but I'm going to focus on just having fun with it, I think your content that you produce will be so much better.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because then you're not going to overanalyze everything. You're not going to try to over edit or any of that crap. You're just like, you know what, dude, I'm having fun. I'm having fun. Like when I put out my vlogs, like it might take me 2 weeks to edit one because I do kind of really focus in on it. But I'm like, dude, I just love this. I'm having fun. You know what I mean? So, but have fun with it. Like maybe me and my brother going out and filming, doing the podcast every week, or going out and filming together, or him going out and shooting me, or me going out and shooting him. Dude, it's just fun. It's fun.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. And it's
So,
dirt bikes. It's moto. Like it should be fun anyway. And the first time I did post, I think I hit up Michael. I mean, he was already busy, like press day and everything like that. And I hit him up. I was like, bro, I've done like 20 takes and I suck, dude. I suck. This is harder than I thought. And it's been a while because I used to stream or do any of that stuff. But I was like, and he just flat out told me, first he laughed and just said, dude, just be you. And then I was like, all right, took a deep breath, just did it. And I was like, I got to remember why I'm doing it and not worry so much of it being perfect and just have fun with it.
Yep. So, just put out some content, dude. It's like the same thing when Michael and I first started this, we sucked, dude. You know what I mean? Like we were sitting on a couch with wireless mics, you know what I mean? Like, but what made them good is that we were just having fun. Exactly. I was talking about stilling your testicles. I was talking, you know what I mean? Like I was putting up pictures of my brother in front of his face or like cuddling with him. You're just having fun, dude. Yeah. You know what I mean? So if I could, what?
I don't remember the cuddling.
It's on my Instagram, dude. Just go look at it.
No, I don't remember cuddling him. It was great. Don't worry about it.
When we were
I think Tyler was there at that time.
I was behind the camera, and when you guys had me like come on the couch, and we were all sitting there, and
I was cuddling Tyler.
You were going through some things with other media. And other.
Hey, can I say it on here? I'll say it right now. No, hey, fuck you.
No.
Just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna do it.
But yeah, there was that time, and Robbie reached around like, you know what? All you need is a bear hug, and I'm in the middle. He's jumping across, and we all ended up doing like the bear hug.
Yeah, dude. So just have fun with it.
I do have a question.
Excited. Yes,
I have a serious question.
Yes.
Is that a scented candle behind you?
Me?
No, not you, Robbie. I know it is. Your wife. That's your kitchen right there. So
it's a scented
Tyler.
Candle. Yeah,
dude, I love scented candles. I love them. I love them.
I'm not gonna lie. I love candles.
Dude, I have asked my wife, bro. I got a candle addiction. I probably got 14 candles up in the cupboard right there. Not even joking. And I've gotten them.
Trevor, how many do you have in your? How many do you have in yours?
Listen to me. I'm very confident in my business as a man, and I'm happy to say I'll spend $1,000 at Bath and Body Works if I want to. It's my money.
Thank you.
And if I want my room to smell like Japanese cherry blossom, damn it, it will.
Yeah. You know what? Here's the funny thing. He didn't just come up with that name. He's looking at something that says that. I know it.
Oh yeah, Japanese cherry blossom. Yeah, we can go on. We got sweater weather. We got marshmallow fireside. Don't test me at this.
We got cuddle weather. We got fireplace and musk. We got know what I mean, like all those.
I like it.
You want to feel like you're in the pine trees? Let me spark this one up for you.
Oh, 100%. I actually have a Christmas tree scented one right there. It's great.
There's nothing like knowing I'm getting older than when I got a candle warmer and went, "This is incredible." And went, "Oh shit!"
Yeah. All right, bud.
Well, I don't want to keep you guys too long, but I do want to hear at least from you three, or just real quick, your top 3 for this next round. 250s, 450s, real quick. Then
I forgot.
You forgot.
I forgot who I said.
Well,
I think I picked Jet and Deegan to win.
Yeah.
No, I picked Juju.
No. Because it's Triple Crown. I think Juju will take first also because it's a Triple Crown.
Yep. So I didn't say my podium. I just said who I thought would win on the 23 Moto podcast.
Well,
shout out.
Do that. Yeah.
Shout
out.
But I did
2-3 media.
Shut up. So I'll say Jet wins, Sexton gets second, Anderson gets third.
Wow.
And then in
you
the 250,
changed it up.
Juju, Deegan, Davies. The problem with the 250 West is there's nobody there. Like,
yeah,
it's just like four guys. Like
Everybody's
Shimoda,
on West.
sure,
East.
dude, yeah. So the East is gonna be stacked. But yeah, that's who I would say. Those
All right,
three.
I'm going Eli, Jet, Roxon.
Eli, dude.
Just saying, dude, that's my guy, bro. Once Eli retires out, Jorge Prado's coming in.
Oh, he's coming in, all right.
Yeah. Hey, whatever. I'm up for it, dude.
What about for your 250s?
I'm going Juju.
The same thing, yeah.
Basically the same exact thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be Juju, it's gonna be Deegan, and then Davis. That's my personal.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
Yeah. I feel the same about the 250s. 450s, I think Eli hopefully can take it. He's good at triple crowns.
Dude, he looks good. He looked so good in Anaheim.
Yeah. In that heat race, he looked like he was on rails. And it's like if he can get that start and be consistent throughout the Triple Crown, I think he's got it. I think second is going to be Jet. And I think third and second interchangeable is I think Roxon hopefully can perform. And I think it might be one of the last times we see him really like pushing the pace. Before we head over to the East Coast and things might get a little bit more difficult. But I think those are my top threes there. Tyler said wild card of Malcolm Stewart.
I did.
And I said interesting.
So wild card is in what? As a podium wild card?
As like a top three, yeah, like probably third place, just because I just see him eventually being top three.
The problem is that bike, dude. That bike is there's something wrong with that bike, and I don't know what it is. They cannot figure it out. It has not been good. I don't feel confident in that bike.
Yeah.
I think if he was on a star bike, he would podium. I think he could. I think there's something wrong with that bike, that Husky.
I think Anderson.
I think they're going to shut down soon.
Oh. What do you know that we don't know, bro?
Yeah, that's true.
They're in a bad position. I don't think KTM will go away, but I think Husqvarna and Gas for sure is going to go away. I don't know about Husqvarna though. I mean, maybe somebody might buy him, but I don't know. It's not good.
Yeah.
Shout out Lucas Myrtle for something else that's not good.
Oh. What do you say? I didn't even hear his ass.
I said shout out Lucas Myrtle for something else that's not good.
Oh, dude. Yeah. Did you hear the interview on another competitor's podcast?
You could say it.
I can say it on Pulp.
I did. I didn't watch it, but I mean, I saw the messages that were posted.
Yeah, go watch it.
Okay.
Yeah.
That I've been curious, definitely curious with all of that.
Dude, that's a crazy thing.
Yeah, that's another deep conversation to get into too. But
yeah,
no, yeah, my 250 picks.
I drop grenades and then I leave.
Yep, exactly. 250s
I can still
for
see
me, the same thing. Same thing. I think it's going to be Hayden though for me instead of Juju. So Hayden, Juju, and Cole Davies for the top three for the Triple Crown, and then Tomac, Jet, and Chase for me.
Okay. I think Juju is going to be more consistent in a Triple Crown than Hayden will be. I don't know. I just have that feeling Hayden will probably get a couple bad starts in 3 main events. You know what I mean? That will allow Juju to go to the front.
Yeah, I could see that. I could see that. I just know that if it's not a bad start for Deegan, I know he could put that charge on.
Oh yeah.
If it's a decent start, if it's like, back in the pack, maybe a top 5. So thinking that, I could see that for sure. But before we end, tell us your plugs so that everybody could go follow you on your Instagrams.
Don't do it, Robbie. I know what your plug's gonna be.
I was still going to be. So my @ is at flyracing.com. I'm just kidding.
No, you got to shout out your Venmo, dude.
My Instagram. Oh, yeah. We've been shouting out Venmo to see if people will start hooking us up so we can do this full time.
Oh, no. Don't put me in it. You did it.
You put your Venmo out there first, Tyler. Go back to the 2 podcasts ago.
I might be dead.
He was the first one. He was the first one to bring it up. First guy to bring it up.
I'll have to go
So,
back. We'll have
my
to find
Instagram
the
though,
receipts.
Robbie ROBBY_Corley CORLEE. Same on my TikTok, Instagram, and my YouTube channel is the Corleys.
Mine's at
Yeah.
COCKSMAN.
Mute him. What'd you say? What'd you just say?
And
He's
bro,
a coxman, man.
Good grief.
Incredible.
my personals, Michael_Corley. My work one or my creator one is 23 Media.
And drop that follow. Go buy some merch. Support them. Because
merch. You need to come out with merch.
I know.
Yeah, you do.
People have been asking. I'm like, I want to at least build up.
Nope. Just put it up there.
Just do it, dude.
Let the homies support, dude.
Okay.
Let the homies support. I'll get you in contact with how to set up like the Printify thing where I don't own any of my stuff. Like I don't actually bring it in.
Gotcha.
Like it's everything that we do is print on demand stuff or else I'd have to spend $5,000 to have all this stuff in. And I'm not doing
That's
that.
what I do. And I don't want to do that. Just buy it, sends out on its own. Boom.
Yeah. The only time I've ever done it is with the hats, these hats, because they were, I did a pre-order with them. Other than that, like it's, I don't know, just print on demand. It ships out when people order it and you wash your hands, you're out, you're good.
Yeah.
So, but do it. It's worth it. Who cares, man? Let the homies support. You know what I mean?
I got to get on that. There's just the beginning, but I want, definitely everyone that's watching, that does watch, go over there. Definitely support 23 Media as well. Cause they're doing, I know it's just a little thing that I have with you. And I know it kind of, I get the look over. So, my little banter to you. But no, thank you guys for coming on, taking the time. Trevor, thank you for taking the time. I know it's a little late and you got some content to push out still, I'm sure.
So Robbie, hit us with or whatever you do for your
there it is. There it is. Hell yeah. Thank you guys. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Thanks for having us on.
I know this one does something. There you go. Hey, that's for you, Tyler.
There it is, the hearts.
There
it is. There it is.
What other ones do these do?
You're a superhero.
What is the what? Now you got blue. What happens if you flip it off?
Oh wow.
Anything?
Nothing.
Nothing.
An explosion.
Nothing at all.
Explosion. Yeah. All right, boys.
Nothing at all. Hey, thanks for having us, dude.
Yes, sir. Thank you guys.